Hello everyone. This is the tallest building in the world. This is the largest shopping mall in the world, the most luxurious building in the world, and even has the most beautiful Starbucks in the world. These uniquely outstanding architectural wonders are among the countless reasons why millions of tourists flocked to Dubai every year. They come here to admire the unparalleled extravagant lifestyle, from driving gold-plated supercars, gold vending machines, police patrol in Ferraris, Lamborghinis, or Aston Martins, to owning the most exotic pets in the world. Despite all of that, I would like to declare Dubai is one of the worst places on earth. I am Honey Badger, and I know this statement may face a lot of criticism, but I will tell you about the dirty things that Dubai always tries to whitewash. This city is a joke, a parody version of the worst aspects of the current humanity. After watching this video, share your thoughts by commenting below, and don't forget to leave a subscribe to support the channel. Now let's go to the City of Deception. First, let's talk about this movie. I don't know why Tom Cruise and his team arranged to meet a dangerous assassin on the 130th floor of the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, located in the desert city of Dubai, while a sandstorm was rising on the horizon. This is perhaps an example proves the uselessness of this building. Besides posing to tourists and to show off the power of petrodollar, it even has its own poem written about it.
I am the life force of collective aspirations and the aesthetic union of many cultures. I stimulate dreams, stir emotions, and awaken creativity.
But did you know? The top 244 meters of the building, accounting for 29% of its total height, completely unused. It's not that there's no demand for rent, but it was the design from the beginning. These 244 meters was only added to win the world's tallest building competition. Every day, a fleet of trucks goes in and out of this tower, but for what? Of course, to transport gold, but it's the liquid gold of the wealthy. Some genius came up with the idea of building a skyscraper with countless luxurious apartments, modern entertainment spaces, and even an outdoor pool, but not connected to the city's sewage system. With a capacity of 35,000 people, this building produces 15 tons of wastewater every day. All of that waste is the responsibility of this truck fleet. Another issue: why build a thirsty building in the middle of the desert? At peak times, this building would need 12,500 tons of water to cool per hour, consumes nearly 1 million tons of water every day. Yep, right here in the middle of the desert, you know. I know not everyone cares about the environment, but my biggest concern when thinking about this flashy skyscraper in Dubai, do you know what it is? It's the people who directly built them. BBC journalist Ben Anderson spent months delving into the foreign labor community in Dubai. Anderson's observation: almost all the jewels of the Arab world were built by migrant slave laborers. Workers from many different countries, such as Bangladesh, India, and Africa. They came to Dubai on the promise of a better life, higher wages, and endless opportunities. But in reality, they work 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, with meager salary. After having to empty their pockets for the brokers, stripped of their passports to prevent them from escaping, these workers live in extremely bad conditions. They've got a reputation for living in Dubai, but in reality, they are pushed into slums on the outskirts of the world's most glamorous metropolis. You will be shocked to know that migrant workers, especially from South Asia, make up to 95% of the population in Dubai. They live in terrible conditions, lacked food and clean water, a few people crowded in a narrow room, not enough electricity, constant illness, because the water supply for these camps was not treated through any water filtration system. These places are unworthy for human habitation because insects lurk everywhere. However, these workers are forced to accept any wage offered by their employers because the government doesn't bother to intervene in wage policies or minimum working standards for migrant workers. In cases of abuse, labor exploitation, these workers also don't have an agency to report. If they refuse to work, they will be deported, or worse, go to jail. Let's imagine, when building these skyscrapers, workers will have to work outdoors in the hot and arid climate of the desert, with average temperatures of 40 C degrees and even up to 55 C degrees on extremely hot days. While the Dubai government may close tourist attractions, but guess who still has to work? And worse, the tragedy of migrant workers seems invisible in the eyes of Dubai. It makes me feel like Dubai doesn't consider migrant workers as human beings, but merely as cheap tools to serve the ultimate purpose of enriching Dubai's economy. Not exaggeration to say that, underneath these glamorous buildings lies the horror of migrant laborers, or rather, modern slaves. Do you know what Dubai looks like in this aspect? Yep, Tinder. Dubai's like a guy you match with on Tinder. On first date, he will appear in a luxury car, take you for a spin on the grand boulevards filled with luxury shops, and climb to the top of the world's tallest tower. However, if you fall for these sweet words and move in with him, he will gradually reveal his true nature. And certainly, not this face. During the construction of this tower, contractors were accused of paying extremely low wages. Skilled workers were paid only $7.60 a day, while unskilled workers received just $4 a day. However, Burj Khalifa is not only a controversial project in Dubai when compared to Palm Islands and the World Islands. The first issue arises from sand. What? I mean, Dubai is in the middle of the desert, but lacks construction sand, because the characteristics of the desert sand will dissolve into seawater, where specialized sand pumping is required from the seabed to build the Palm Islands. 94 million tons of sand were taken away. As a result, Dubai has 40 kilometers of new coastline, over 40 hotels, and a collection of villas. In short, it's a new playground for the wealthy, but the coastal ecosystem has been destroyed. And what about the World Islands? It was designed to represent the world map, but they're just piles of sand lying there, unfinished, uninhabitable, and slowly sinking into the sea. To me, the biggest issue with Dubai is, this city is too obsessed with image to show the world, see, this is a paradise, but ignores the things that really need to be solved. Do you know famous people feel comfortable throw their Rolex watches on the beach? Or many people forget their bags in public places, and when they come back, the bag is still intact. The punishment for theft is very severe, so no one dares to commit the crime. In 2017, a British man was sentenced to 2 years in prison for carrying electronic cigarettes containing drug oil. Or another British man had to sit in jail for 3 months for touching the hip of a man in Dubai. Don't misunderstand, I oppose strict laws, because only with strict laws, no one dares to challenge the law. The only wrong thing is, you won't have any problems if you systematically exploit and mistreat immigrant labor. This city is designed to be a paradise for tourists and the wealthy. However, for the poor and immigrant workers, Dubai is just a collection of magnificent buildings at the end of the skyline. At the end of the 1960s, the British had just left, and Arabs had just discovered gold and oil reserves. The inhabitants at that time were merely nomadic tribes riding camels and didn't know what to do with their newfound wealth. At that time, this man made a bold decision to invite people from neighboring nations to help build the United Arab Emirates, also known as the UAE. In exchange, their lives would be tax-free. Many were convinced to come to Dubai. After decades of unequal development, Dubai residents are currently divided into 3 classes. At the top are the wealthy native Arabs, hold unimaginable power, drive gold supercars, and keep lions as pets. In the middle are the wealthy foreigners, the minds of the economy, CEOs, bank directors, project managers. At the bottom are labor exporters, who work 12 hours a day amidst the scorching desert. At the end of the day, they return to the slum far from the center, which is considered their home. However, it's this class that directly builds the glamour of the city. So, does modern slavery exist in Dubai? A lot. But why doesn't anyone talk about it? Because everything is overshadowed by the flashy tourism campaigns, only show the most unique, most luxurious and beautiful aspects of this city. It plays on the curiosity of people, attracted by its flashy appearance. That's why I said, Dubai is the city of deception. Another example in this Islamic country, you won't be able to buy alcohol in any supermarket, unless you're a tycoon able to afford $1,000 bottles stacked in hotels. Besides alcohol, do you know what else is prohibited by Islamic law? That's it. You know, in Dubai, premarital sex is considered a criminal offense, may result in heavy fines or imprisonment, unless you're Ronaldo. So people choose to hide their private lives or seek professional services. You didn't hear wrong. During the day, if girls goes down street and reveal their hands, they will get into big trouble. However, When night falls, everything changes completely, which is completely contrary to Islamic law. But the truth is, in Dubai there are tens of thousands of prostitutes, and worse yet, the forces of this industry. In fact, this industry is one of the most prosperous in Dubai. Therefore, the trafficking of white slave women has become a dark secret of Dubai. Everyone knows it. Even the police turned a blind eye. In Dubai, if you're a woman, stand alone at a bar counter, it's very likely that some guy will approach you because he thinks you're a very good deal. Can be said that Dubai is the cocktail of paradoxes. Everything here operates under the slogan, "Don't see, don't hear, don't speak." If you're an Arab, the government will pay for your education. And when you get married, you will be given a villa, along with dozens of helpers, chefs, drivers, and security guards. You get free vacations, all expenses covered. You want to stay in a 5-star hotel? Okay, good. You want to have a vacation on a yacht? No problem. Dubai is truly a unique place, and anyone who has the opportunity should try to experience Dubai once in lifetime.
It's also a vivid testament that there is no paradise on earth and no empire built without the foundation of the blood and sweat of the nameless.
These are some interesting facts about the dark side of Dubai. If you have any other fascinating information about this country, share it below in the comments and subscribe to help channel grow. Now goodbye and see you in the next episodes.